Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot from ElliotOracle.com. I'm also the author of Fearless Tarot, How to Give a Positive Reading in Any Situation, which is due out from Llewellyn Books this October and is already available for pre-order on the Llewellyn website or on Barnes & Noble website or Amazon or anywhere books are sold. If you like my approach to tarot, you are going to love this book. It's going to totally transform your way of viewing negative cards and how to apply them positively to your life. It is time for this week's Oracle Reveal. So earlier today on Instagram, I placed up a photo with 3 different animals, and I asked you to use your intuition and ask yourself what animal was getting stuck in your head, because that animal has a message for you. The 3 animals were the crow, the hawk, and the bat. So if you're just joining us now, ask yourself quickly, what animal really gets stuck in your head? Because that animal has your message. For those of you who picked crow, crow has long been associated with magic and mystery. And it's also the bird that's colored black, where healing can occur and also transformations happen. So if you're attracted to this, there could be a magical undercurrent of transformation that's happening in your life. And it also might be a time to really put your intentions out there and see them finally manifest. If you pick crow, the first card we're going to go over is where it's best to place your focus this next week. And we got the Page of Cups. He always is focused on creative pursuits and play. The Page of Cups is a lighthearted figure. He's not very intense or serious with things, but instead he really delves into his emotions, and he also communicates his feelings about things that are weighing on his heart carefully. He's also got that little fish that's coming out of the cup, and fish are able to submerge and go way into the inner depths. And so with that crow energy, this could just be a time where you're really going into the ocean or the sea of your own unconscious and pulling out something magically that you want to manifest in your own life. Also, that Page of Cups is just telling you to lighten up at this time. Sometimes he comes up when things have gotten too serious or too focused, and it's time instead to kick back, enjoy something, and create some laughter in your life as well. Advice from your inner wisdom, if you pick the crow, is the Ace of Swords. This says that this is a great time to initiate something. And when we see the aces in the tarot, they always indicate a new beginning. But when we get the Ace of Swords, it's like take charge, grab the bull by the horns, make something manifest. And in the case of the Page of Cups, it could be time to take charge of a creative pursuit. It might also be a time where you're taking charge of your schedule, and instead of just plugging away at something or stressing out about it, you might need to schedule relaxation, play, and also confront some issues that are robbing you from your ability to really enjoy your downtime when it does arrive. And then finally, dangling from that crown on the Ace of Swords are those 2 branches. The palm branch represents that you are hardy, that like a palm tree, you can withstand hurricanes in your life and still stand. But that olive branch is saying it's time to confront something that's depleting your power so you can feel like you have control over it again. This is going to bring peace to your life and also peace to your heart so that you could really develop those creative pursuits and also feel like you can enjoy your time as well. And then finally, we have a mythic archetype that's going to be helping the people who picked crow this next week. And we got Cerberus, the dog of the underworld. He's the 3-headed dog that guarded the gateway of the underworld. And so sometimes he comes up when there is something that's a blockage to us really developing our creativity in some way, and we need to push past it. We need to dig a little deeper. Sometimes Cerberus can also indicate a fear that's blocking you from change or transformation. And it's important that you stare the dog down and you don't let that fear consume you at this time. That Ace of Swords is saying it's time to be a hero in your own life and take charge of it and its direction. And it may be time to fight for something that really is special. It's in your own emotions, it's in your feelings, it's what you love, and it's time to bring that out and birth it into the world. So that is the message for crow. Second, we have hawk. So if you picked hawk, this is going to be the message for you. And the card says, let spirit be your guide. And hawk is the messenger of the animal kingdom. So whenever we're attracted to hawk, it can often indicate that there's little signs or signals happening around you all the time. And you just need to pay attention and really key into what messages you're receiving. First card for Hawk is where it's best for them to place their focus this next week. And we got the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is all about having faith in yourself, even when things get challenging. He's also a card of stubbornness and really being tenacious and fixated on a goal and manifesting it. The Hierophant is the protector or the guard of whatever it is that's most sacred to you. And he's got those keys at the foot of his throne. So this could be a time for you to unlock the sacred in your own life again. If you haven't been as connected to your spirit or feeling like you're kind of all alone or it's just you against the world, that Hierophant card can sometimes indicate that it's time to pray or it's time to surrender something to the divine, or it's time to really ask for some co-creation with spirit toward your greatest goal. The Hierophant will always guide you toward the sacred. So any time that you can allot for yourself this next week to really key into whatever it is that is sacred for you, it's going to have a profound effect and it's going to inspire you. Next, we have advice from your inner wisdom for the people who picked Hawk. And we got the Nine of Cups, which says that the table is set for success for you. But all you have to do is take your seat at the table. Sometimes the Nine of Cups comes up when it indicates that everything's prepared for you. It might be a time where it's really a period of seeing a wish manifested or something good is happening. And you get to choose whether or not you're going to enjoy the banquet or not. There's one of my favorite movies called Auntie Mame with Rosalind Russell. And she says, life is a banquet and most poor suckers are starving to death. And when we see the Nine of Cups, it's telling you that life is a banquet right now, but you may not be enjoying it as much. It might be a time to really unlock the sacred for yourself at this time and also enjoy your spirit and really take your seat at that table. Know that you're worthy and that you deserve to have these things. And also this could just indicate that there's miracles happening. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes coming true, and the Hierophant is almost indicating some sort of divine intervention. So you may see things in your path just suddenly start to work out. And then finally, we have Odysseus. He's been coming out every week for these weekly oracles. And Odysseus is the hero who takes 20 years to get home. He can indicate a long-term project, something that you need to stay focused on. And you need to be tenacious, especially when Odysseus shows up next to the Hierophant card. It could indicate that there's something that is over the long term that you need to keep your focus on and don't keep your eye off the ball. If you stay focused on getting home, this will manifest for you and you will have a wish that comes true. So stay stubborn. All right, and then finally we have the Bat Spirit, and this card says, a rebirth is assured, and Bat hangs upside down, so it might be time to look at your current situation from a different perspective and handle it from a different tack. The first card for Bat is where it's best to place your focus at this time, and we got the Fool card. A wonderful time for the Bat people to take a risk or jump into the unknown. Even if you don't know everything about something, the Fool says don't be afraid of looking foolish. Just go for it. Start where you are. Bat is an animal of transformation, and the Fool is all about getting new things launched or off the ground. It's also a time to be a little bit more optimistic, and we could be seeing that the sun is returning again after a period of night or darkness or challenges. The Fool is just a little bit more fun, free-spirited, and optimistic as we head into this next week for the people who picked Bat. Next, we have advice from your inner wisdom, and we get the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles tells you to be careful when you're dealing with other people because you could be dealing with angels unaware. Angels, spirit guides, gods, goddesses, magical creatures, fairies, they disguise themselves as people all the time. And sometimes they test you. They put something in your path and see if you're going to recognize their humanity. And so this could be a time where you really want to call the bluff. And if something is appearing to you that at its surface doesn't look valuable, or a person's coming to you and you're like, I don't know if I really should even accept this, the Six of Pentacles tells you to look a little bit closer. Your opportunities are going to come in hidden disguises this next week. And so you really want to spot when you're starting to feel some sort of magical energy surrounding something. And also the Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity. It could just indicate that someone's doing something nice for you or opening a doorway. And finally, the mythic archetype for the people who pick Bat is Pegasus. It is the horse of poetry and inspiration and rebirth. So this could be a time of transcendence, transformation, and also delving into your own creativity. So that is this week's Oracle. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, you can always see me at elliotoracle.com for a reading. Otherwise, I hope you all have a safe and happy week. Do take care.